Afternoon, my dear students. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
How are you?
Only 3 are attending today? What's the problem today? What happened? Where are the rest? Okay, more coming in. Okay, let us start. We're not going to wait for anyone. Let us start. It's already 3. Let me share my screen. Okay. Week 8, and this is lecture 8 as well. We are still with theme 3. We will be looking deeply today on grammar and writing, and I have to finish the theme today. And if I didn't manage to finish it today, you will have to do the rest on your own, so that next time, inshallah, we are going to be starting unit or theme 4. It's Ramadan. We need to be moving on. Our classes are going to be reduced. I think instead of 2 hours, we will be having a class for 1 hour and a half. You received the new timings of Ramadan?
Yes, doctor, but I didn't get it exactly when it will be the class.
Me too. I wasn't sure, actually, to be honest, Yani. So I assume we are going to start at 3:15 and finish 4:45. It's like this. This is what I understood. Do you have a class before this class?
For me, I don't have.
No, doctor, after this class.
After this class. So you will start at 4:45, the next class?
Not sure, let me check.
5, you will start 5 sharp? Hafsa?
I think the schedule that they sent is confusing.
Yeah, very confusing. Myself, the way it is just written. But anyways, I suggest, if you don't have anything before our class, that we start on time, 3. Let us see. Yes, dear.
I have a class at 5 till 6, and it is showing that my class will be at 3:15 till 4 o'clock.
Sorry, dear?
My class is at 5 till 6, but in Ramadan, it will be 3:15 till 4 o'clock.
Really? So when our class will be then?
I think 1 o'clock to 3:30.
1 o'clock to 3:30? This is not what I understood. Let me check and I will send you on Teams. I'll get back to you what exactly, when are we going to start. This is very important because I need to know how we are going to start. Okay. I'll get back to you, okay? Because I didn't get it actually.
Okay.
Anyways, let us start. As I told you, last time we were left with some points in the reading. I'll try to cover them with you and then go to the grammar. The writing today is not that much, not like theme 1 or 2. Actually, we are not going to look much at writing skills, but we will, as usual, learn the grammar of the writing, the vocabulary of the writing, but not the skills themselves. We are not going to write surveys or do questionnaires. You will know what I mean when we reach this point. If you remember, theme 3 was all about news and media, and we explored so many ideas last time. We spoke about news, and you provided me with, and advertising as well. You provided me with also some of the vocabulary. Other vocabulary we just looked at in the book. We spoke about the values of magazines and how publishers earn or gain money from advertising. Today we will be looking still at news and media and research reports or media studies reports. This is part of the writing. We are still going to add to our vocabulary because خلاص, you notice now that all the unit or the theme, you will have the vocabulary scattered across the whole theme. So starting from the first page of theme 3 until the end of page theme 3, you will have vocabulary scattered. So all of this you should be aware of. Last time we stopped at, I think, page 86, 87, and 88. Just one thing that I want to cover with you regarding the reading that we didn't manage. Yes, this one. Did we do number A? I don't think so, right? We didn't do number A.
No.
Okay, so
No.
let us do them together very quickly. Vocabulary again, make phrases with one word from each column. Let me again tell you what is a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that come together, but they don't have a meaning on their own. Okay? Especially if they are part of a sentence, like for example, the prepositional phrases. For example, on the internet, this is part of a bigger sentence. Okay, on its own, it is not a sentence. The same applies to two words together. Like, for example, we say mass
Media.
media. Where is media? Yes. So we say mass media. Mass media is a title, but it is not a sentence. It's not a sentence. عبارة. It is not a sentence. And even mass media, both of them are nouns, or a noun and an adjective. We don't have a verb. To say that my writing is a sentence, I need to have a verb. Remember when we talked about the English, the structure of the English sentence? But these are just phrases. Front.
Cover.
Very good. Specialist.
Magazine.
Magazine.
Demographic.
Group.
Advertising.
Space.
Space.
Market.
Sector.
Sector.
Material.
Success.
Success.
Are you sure? Modern.
Society.
Society.
Religious.
Beliefs.
And
Beliefs.
celebrity lifestyle. Let us check our answers. All are correct. Very good. If you want to have a screenshot from the answers. Okay. Just want to make sure who's attending. Only 19 now. I have 37 registered students, and only 19 are attending. So, by the way, 20 now. I started putting attendance on the system last night, and I discovered something that I'm not so happy about. I'll talk to you about it later when all are here. Okay. Very good. So it's Hafsa and Aqila were participating in this part, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let us move to the other part that I want to do with you. Yes, fact or possibility. Fact or possibility. What is the difference between a fact and a possibility? Did we do this together? No, right?
No.
No, we didn't.
Can I answer, Doctor?
Yes, sure. Salah?
Yes.
Go ahead.
A fact is something is already there, or it is a true information. A possible is something it might happen. It is
Very
possible to happen, but is not a fact.
Okay, very good. So facts, these are الحقائق يعني true things. When you say the earth is round, the earth moves around the sun, okay? The sun rises from the east and so on. So these are true facts. Water boils at 100 degrees. True facts. Okay, it's a piece of information which everyone agrees about. لا مجال للشك. There is no way to question this fact, although now we are starting to question things. Anyways, so for example, in 1881, the first real magazine in the world appeared. This is history. It's a historical fact. In 2008, there were about 2,800 magazine titles in the UK alone. Magazines target particular groups. We have magazines for teens, for the elderly, etc. And just excuse me. And if you look at the structure of the sentence and you look at the words used to talk about facts, you will find that there is no doubt, the writer here has no doubt that there is a possibility or that there is a mistake. Look at the idea of a possible thing. Again, a possibility is an idea, fikra. It may be true, it may not be true. So it is open for truth or true and false, to agree or to disagree with. In many cases, writers help the reader to distinguish between fact and possibility. And you will have clues, as I told you, keywords that will tell you that this is a fact or this is a possibility. They use special words, especially when they are giving possibility, they are using special words like perhaps, may, might, I believe, I guess, I assume. All of these words can tell you that the writer here is in doubt or is expressing a possibility. Perhaps they persuade them to have certain attitudes and values. Perhaps, I'm not sure. This persuasion may help the advertisers to sell them particular products. Might is not the same, may is not the same as I say this persuasion help. So when I just say this persuasion help, this means I am here providing a fact. But when I say may help, might help, probably will help, here I am expressing a possibility. Writers also sometimes put possibilities in question form. Do they influence the readers? I'm asking you. So this means that I'm not sure. So I am asking you, I'm raising this question because I want to ask you about this. Let us do the practice. Put these extracts from the article in lesson 3.6 into two groups. Explain your choice. Fact or possibility? Okay. What about the first sentence? This persuasion may help the advertisers to sell them particular products.
It is a possibility.
It's a fact.
This is a fact?
Possibility.
Read it again. It's a possibility,
No, possibility.
of course. Yeah. It's a possibility. May help, guys. May help. What about this one? We have magazines for teens, for the elderly, etc.
It's a fact.
Yeah, this is a fact. I need more of you to participate. Remember, there are participation marks. 3 marks out of the 5 for participation. Remember. They attract readers in a number of ways.
It is a fact.
It's a fact.
Okay, I'll just put it up here. In 1881, the real magazine in the world appeared.
It's a fact.
It is a fact.
And also magazines target particular groups. This is a fact as well.
Fact.
In 2008, there were about 2,800 magazine titles in the UK alone. What do you think?
It's a
It is a
fact.
fact.
Yeah, because again, there are no keywords like this one that tells me that this is a possibility. Okay, so you can here look at the answers. May is a very important word. It changed the whole idea for me that there is space for agreeing or disagreeing, for saying that this is true or this is untrue. You can have questions like these, by the way, in the exam. For example, they can get you a text in the reading part and ask you to get out a sentence that shows possibility, or get out a sentence that expresses a fact. So you need to know what is the difference. That's why I insisted on doing this with you today. Okay, another important exercise here, another way of asking you about facts and possibilities. Read these statements about the mass media, find and underline the possibility words. This is another way of asking the question. I'll give you 1 minute because I want everyone to participate, and I will start calling names now. Okay? Yalla, 1 minute. Okay. The first one, perhaps TV presenters have an influence on our clothes and our speech.
Can I?
Perhaps.
Yes, please, dear. Yeah. What's your name? Hafsa, is it? I need new people, huh? Come on, guys.
Can I?
Yes, what's your name, dear?
Miriam Ali.
Yes, Mariam. Go ahead.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Very good. So we are just going to underline perhaps. Number 2. Who would like to do number 2?
May I?
This is Aqila, Hafza, and Sayyid Ala. I don't want you to speak now. Okay? I need new people. I know you are
Okay.
going to take the 3 marks. Khalas. You're guaranteed. Wallahi,
Shall
hatta you
I
are not going to speak until the
don't
rest
want
of
me
the
to
semester.
participate?
Doctor, may I?
Can I,
Yes,
doctor?
what's your name, dear? The lady, please.
Noor.
Yes, Noor, I was going to call your name now. Go ahead, dear.
May. It's May for the second one.
Okay, very good. TV advertisements may have a bad effect on children.
Yes.
Okay, very good, dear. Thank you so much. Number 3. Who else?
Can I, ma'am?
Can I go, doctor?
Yes, the gentleman, please. What's your name?
Number 3, possible. Mu'ad.
Mu'ad. Okay. Yes, Mu'ad. It is
Number 3,
possible,
possible.
for the word possible. Very good, very good. Thank you so much. Number 4.
Can I?
Yes, what's your name, dear?
Hibba Tariq.
Hiba. Hiba as well. Okay. Yalla, uli Hiba. Yes, Hiba. Go ahead. May. Okay, as well. Thank you so much, dear. Number 5, the last one.
Can I?
Yes, dear. What's your name?
Fatma Ali.
Fatma Ali. Go ahead, Fatma.
Might.
Might. Okay, very good. Let us check your answers. Great. So now you have an idea, you have a clue. If you have a question like this, you know what words you look for that express possibility. Okay, you can have a screenshot as well. Very good. Okay. I just want to go back to page 87 and 88. Okay. What we have here, 87. Yes. Okay, I'll go back again to the grammar, but just let us move to vocabulary and finish the vocabulary and go back again to the grammar of this theme. By the way, I want you to read this article on your own and to answer the questions. And if you have any difficulties, you may just contact me. This is good practice for your quiz, for your also final exam. And now you know that your final exam is going to be on campus. It is online, but it is on campus. Okay, so back to normal, back to normal. So it is really very important that you practice. I wish I have the time, as I told you at the very beginning of the semester, to do every single point with you. I used to do this, but now it is not working anymore because we only have 2 hours and not 3 as before. Okay, and this is one thing. The second thing, you have also at the end of each theme, you will have another article related to the theme. Practice, guys. You need to practice. You need to practice to put yourself in a situation when that it is just like a test. Okay, let us review the vocabulary. Teen magazines. Just opening. Okay. Complete each sentence with a verb from the box in the correct form. I'll give you 2 minutes to do this, and I will come back to you. Let's do it together now. In 1881, a man called George Newness, the first real magazine.
Can I go, Doctor?
Yes, what's your name?
Muad.
Muad again? Okay, go ahead, Muad.
In 1881, a man called George Newness published the first real magazine.
Published? Like this? I will write it and you tell me. Like this? Very good, Muad. Why? Because look at the question again. Complete each sentence with a verb. So this means that all the words in the box are verbs. In the correct form. In the right form. I can't just take the word and put it as it is. Muaz here, what did he do? He knew that it is already in the past tense because I have here a clear past time in 1881. So it has to be published with an ED. In recent years, publishers, particular groups with their magazines. Someone else, please.
Can I?
Yes, what's your name?
Sayyid Mahmoud.
Yes, Sayyid Mahmoud.
In recent years, publishers have targeted.
Okay, very good. This target. Okay, why? Why, Sayyid Mahmoud, you used here the present perfect? You used here the present perfect. Why? There is a very important key word here as well. Like what we said in the first sentence, in the second sentence as well, there is a very important key word that tells me that I need to use the present perfect.
Because
in
of
recent years. In recent years. In recent years, this means that I'm talking about the past on a longer period of time. I'm not here specifying which years exactly. So I am talking about the past, and probably this will continue in the present or in the future. And this is one of the major difference between the past simple and the present perfect. This is one of the major differences. The past simple, it is an action that happened in the past at a specific time in the past. It is finished, it is done, it is no longer there. Matet, it is dead. No, what we call any consequences in the present or in the future. But with the present perfect, the action started in the past, and maybe it is still going on in the present, and it is going to continue in the future. A very important example. I just want to open here. I will open this Word file that I use as a blank document. Okay. Look at these two sentences. I have been in. I have lived in Bahrain since 2008. I lived in Bahrain in 2008. You tell me what is the difference between this one, the first sentence, and the second sentence. When I say I have lived in Bahrain since 2008, do I still live in Bahrain?
Yes.
Yes, now it is 2022 and I am still living in Bahrain. I'm talking about myself. So I am still there. So the action started in the past, which is 2008. Okay. And now it is 2022, present time, it is still continuing. Maybe in 2024, I will be still living in Bahrain or I will go back to Egypt. No one knows because this is God's destiny. We never know what will happen in a minute. But when I say I lived in Bahrain in 2008, do I still live in Bahrain?
No.
No. I only lived there for 1 year, which is in 2008. Now maybe I am living in another part of the world. I went back to Egypt. I moved to another Gulf country. I moved to Europe, whatever. So see the difference, guys? See the difference? Not only in the structure of the sentence or the structure of the verb, but I want you also, and I think I explained this before, also in the regarding the timeline, line. Let me draw it for you. So if this is our timeline, this is the past, this is the present. Let me write it past. It's very hard. Okay, present, and this is the future. So for the second sentence, it is here, just a dot. But for the first sentence, it is all of this. An action that started in the past and maybe it is going to continue, it is still continuing in the present, and maybe it is going to continue until the future. Clear, my dear students? Is this clear?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Only Aqila? Type. Some magazines nowadays, number 3.
Appeal.
Sorry, dear, appeal. Okay. Not appealed? What's your name, dear?
Fatma.
Fatma? Fatma Ali again?
Yes.
Okay. Why not appealed? What makes you use here the present simple, Fatma? Again, look for the key words in the sentence.
Nowadays.
Nowadays, which means currently, present time. Okay, currently, present time. Publishers hope their magazines a particular market sector. Hope.
After.
Huh?
After.
After? Where is after? There's no after.
Will attract. Will attract.
Will attract. Again, please mute your microphone if you're not going to speak. Again, hope is a key word for the future. So here we use the future tense. Very good. Then they advertising space in the magazine.
They can sell advertising space.
Then they can sell. Okay, how you know can? Why did you use can? Why didn't you say just they sell? Because again, we are looking for the future. And again, here we can also looking for
the possibility.
Possibility. Very good. Very good. The production of a magazine by advertising. By advertising. By the advertising.
Pay.
No.
Pay for.
By the advertising, this is what structure? Is it the active or the passive voice? Remember, active and passive, مبني للمجهول, مبني للمعلوم, where you start your sentence with the object, المفعول به, the affected participant, and then you change the structure of the verb, passive, and then you have the doer, the subject. So it is going to be?
Is paid for.
Paid for. Yes. See how many things you need to think about before you provide your right answer or the correct answer.
All right, we have to correct the words before we put them in the.
Yeah, you need to be very careful about the sentence and look always for keywords. Because even if you are not going to get it like this, you can have it as an MCQ question. So we'll open brackets. Is paid for, are paid for, paid only, huh? And people who put exams are really very evil, right? They trick students. The appearance of each magazine and its contents, the interest of the target audience. The last one.
Sell.
Match.
Match the target audience. Where are the rest? They are not only these. Anyways, you can just put them as, take a screenshot, and there are still 3 that we need to do them on the book itself, okay? Although it is mentioned as a vocabulary question, but actually it is more of a grammar. And see how many grammar points are there. These are the last ones. Magazines the readers in a very powerful way. What can we put here? Number 8. Magazines may influence the readers in a very powerful way. It is possible that them to buy certain things.
Persuade.
Persuade, again here, possible. So we are talking about the present simple. Do people want a lifestyle because their magazine it's every month?
Features.
Features. Be careful as well with the way you correct the verb. Remember, tense, time, and form. And most importantly, when you have this by structure, to look, is it the active voice or the passive voice? Okay, guys. We are done with the reading, we are done with the vocabulary, and we also had some kind of what we call grammar refreshment as well. Because I assume that I explained the present simple before, the past simple and the difference between the past simple and the present perfect. I explained the passive voice before. So again, I am refreshing your memories. This is what we have to cover today for the grammar, and also this is what we have to cover in the writing. So I just want you to bear with me. Let us go back again to pages 75 and 76. Okay, here it is. This one. Predicting content from linking words. If you look at the skills check, please. Let me put it on a bigger screen. Oh, it is not here. Okay. Predicting content from linking words. Speakers often introduce the next piece of information in a talk. Again, we are talking about a talk, a presentation, whatever. Mass means big, so mass media reaches a large number of people. In fact, listen for words and phrases to help you predict the function of the next information. So when I look at a word like but or however, so listen to it or read it, I assume that what will come after it will be the opposite idea or the opposite point. On the contrary, على العكس. If I read a word like and or in addition, moreover, furthermore, so this means that the writer or the speaker will add more information. So, for result, because, for reason, in fact, actually, other information on the same subject. Okay, so I want you to know the difference between these words and phrases and what do you expect to come after them, whether you are listening to a presentation or a talk, or if you are just reading them in a text or in an article. I will mute myself. I will make you listen to this and to some extracts from a lecture and predict the next part from the linking word. What do you think will come here? Okay, I'll mute myself so that you don't have an echo while listening. Let's go.
Doctor?
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yeah. I still didn't start. I just want to make sure that when I share, you have also, where is it? It's content only. I want also to make it, where is this? Okay, stop presenting. I don't know why it doesn't appear. Content only, turn on your camera, turn on your camera. Type. Can you listen? Can you hear this?
Yes, I listen.
Okay, okay. Let us do it then. I will mute myself. Let's go.
Excuse me, doctor. Sorry for interrupting you, but I can't listen.
Me neither.
You cannot?
No.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, I will keep my microphone open so you can listen from my microphone. Let us do it then.
Sorry, doctor, but
Doctor, there is still no voice, no sound.
No sound, really?
Yes.
No, we can't
yes,
hear
doctor.
anything.
Why? See, technology is just killing us. Let me again do what? Okay. I will stop sharing. Okay, I will share. Okay, I found the button finally. It's me. Okay, now let's do it then. I'll mute myself. Let's.
Track 3.8.
1. There are advertisements during most mass media news programs because the mass media companies do not make money from the news itself. 2. In fact, 1 minute of TV news could cost the company $20,000. 3. Most mass media news companies buy the pictures from other companies, but they add the sound. 4. They pay a person to talk over the pictures. In addition, they employ people to link the news items. 5. It is very expensive to produce news programs, so mass media news companies are very big.
Okay. Did you get them all? The first one. Mass media news companies are big. You just tell me, huh? What to write?
5.
Sorry?
5.
Because.
5.
Because. Okay.
Because.
What to write here?
In fact.
In fact. Okay.
But.
Okay.
In addition.
Okay.
So
let us check. All of them are wrong. Why?
We should
Doctor,
we
put
should
a
number them.
question.
We have to
Right number.
The number?
yes, we
okay.
have to number them.
And where is
Yes,
the numbers coming from? Where are the numbers coming from? What is this? I got a glitch. Just give me a second. My computer glitched. Oof. From where you got the numbers?
When
There are advertisements during most mass media news programs. Listen, predict the next part.
Maybe how he
from the listening.
how
he
he
arranged
said
From
how
the
he
listening
said
one.
the
Okay.
information by
Yeah. Yes. So it's my
it's
mistake.
a
So
first
let us do them
second.
again. Reset. Yal. Tell me, you said here number 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Which is because?
2.
2.
2.
Okay.
2. 1.
1.
1.
3.
4.
3, 3 and 4.
Wrong then.
No, here 1.
Because you wrote 2.
1.
1
3
and 3, 4.
and 4.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. Okay. So now you know what do we mean by predicting content and what these phrases tell you what will come after them. Okay, guys? This is an important thing. Let us do this exercise together. Again, this could be a kind of question that you can get in your exams, okay? In one way or another. And also these words you can use in your writing. They are very helpful for your writing, okay? Some of them come in the middle of a sentence. Others you can start the sentence with. My advice to you, don't start sentences with because, but, or so. But you can start a sentence or and even with however, in addition, in fact, as a result, for example, and so on. What does the question tells us? Finding the subject and the verb. Remember, the structure of the English sentence, the subject and the verb are very, very important. I can't have a sentence without a subject and a verb. And as I told you, the subject can be a real doer or just a surface subject. Complete these extracts from a lecture about mass media news. Write a linking word or phrase from the box in each space. You can use the same word or phrase more than once. Okay, so we call these words in the box, linking words. Linking words. They link ideas, they link sentences. Let us start. At one time, there was no mass media news. People couldn't read. Yalla, very quickly, but we need to finish this. Because, okay, very good. There are many disadvantages. Sorry, I am only going to talk about 3.
But.
And look at how the punctuation before but, comma, but. So this means that there are many, but I am going to talk about 3. Few, not all of them. Opposite, contrary.
Justify, يعني.
Mass media news reaches people very quickly. There are reporters in every country.
Because in addition.
Because in addition, and when I'm going to start, I need to put it in a capital letter. And again, look at the punctuation. In addition, comma, we have very fast communications nowadays. And look at the structure of the sentence. What comes after in addition? A full sentence. We, subject, have verb, and then the complement of the sentence. Even what comes after but, what comes after because, although they are in the middle of the sentence. Another sentence comes. So this means that they link 2 sentences together to make them a longer sentence. It is very cheap to receive television and radio programs nowadays. Mass media news is very cheap.
Because, in fact.
So mass media news is very cheap, however.
So, yes, it is so. However, here?
No.
No,
In fact,
actually.
Yes.
Fact. Okay. The consumer does not pay for news directly at all. Advertising pays
Can
for
use actually, doctor, also?
Can use actually also, yes. But I prefer to start the sentence, in fact, is more formal. At one time, governments or people in public life could keep secrets. Nowadays, mass media reporters find out secrets and broadcast them to the world.
However,
see how elegant the sentences are. See how chic the sentences are. I want you, when you write your own essays in the TMA or in the final exam, I want to see sentences like these, with linking words, flavored sentences. This is the sauces that you add, the pickles that you add to your sandwich, to your burger sandwich, that gives taste to your sandwich. Nobody can keep a secret anymore.
Because
there are reporters everywhere, and there is Twitter and Facebook and so on. But
In fact.
But actually.
Or in fact, some secrets are good because people need privacy sometimes. Some TV news channels are on 24 hours a day. So as a result, they need news stories all the time. Mass media news is cheap for the consumer. It is expensive for the mass media company.
But
look, there is no comma here. There's supposed to be a comma here. 1 minute of news can cost $20,000. So the news company has to sell it or advertising. Okay, look at the answers. If you want to have a screenshot of the answers, like this. Okay, very important exercise. Look at the sentences, study the sentences, analyze the sentences. Okay? This is part of writing and grammar and vocabulary as well, everything in this exercise actually. Let us look at another grammar point, which we have here. Look at this. Very, a lot, to, and enough. Probably you have heard about these words before. You are using them. You know that very and a lot means a lot. But what about to? What about enough? Let us read. We can use very or a lot to say a large amount, and we know this. This television is very expensive. It costs a lot of money. Huge amount, large amount. But we use to and enough to give an opinion about the amount. Your opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is very expensive or very cheap, but you just give your opinion. This television is too much money. I can't afford it. It is too much money for me. For example, my budget is 50 dinars and my friend is suggesting that I go and buy a Samsung or a Sony television which costs 100 BD. So it is too much money for me. I can't buy it. So here too much or too here gives a negative opinion. I haven't got enough money to buy it, which means I can't afford it. My budget is 50 and you're asking me to pay 100. So I haven't got enough money. Again, enough here gives a sense of negativity that I can't do it. Look at the structure. Too much, much has to be followed by an uncountable noun. A noun that I cannot count. I can't say one money, two money, three monies. Like water, like milk, like data, like information. Type. If I am talking about something that I can count, a countable noun, here I can say too many. For example, I have too many televisions. I have too many students in this class. Because I can say one student, two students, three students, but I can't say one milk, two milks, four milks, and so on. Or money. They're not countable. Let us go go to page 178 and 177 and 178, the grammar reference, and read more of these examples. Here. The television is very expensive, means it costs a lot of money. But when I say the television or this television is too expensive, it means I cannot afford it. Maybe the television is very expensive, but I'm rich, I have money, I can buy it. It doesn't matter. But when I say it is too expensive, this means that I cannot afford it. I cannot buy it. It is way above my budget. So very large or very means a large amount. Two, it's my opinion about the amount. Affordable or unaffordable. Okay, with to and enough plus a noun. They are followed by nouns. Again, we said much if the noun is uncountable. Too much advertising, more than the correct quantity, more than the necessary, more than the needed, the required. Too many advertisements. Here, because I can say one advertisement, two advertisements, three advertisements, four advertisements. But advertising, it's a noun, it is uncountable, it means the idea itself. الإعلان أو فكرة الإعلان, the idea of advertising. But advertisements, Coca-Cola advertisement, Pepsi advertisement, Lay's advertisement, Batelco advertisement, so I can count. Not enough, which means that less than the correct quantity. So I have more than the correct quantity, where here I use too much or too many, but with less than the correct quantity, less than the amount I need, I use not enough. And not enough can go with countable nouns or uncountable nouns, like the examples in front of you. Not enough money, I haven't enough money to buy this television. There are no or there aren't enough jobs these days. Again, 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and so on. Okay, guys? Is it clear? I'm not getting any replies. Yes or no? Please
Yes,
don't
doctor,
let
please.
us feel that I am
Yes.
speaking to myself. Okay?
We are here, doctor.
I know you're here, but you're not answering me, so I can't see you. I can't hear your voices, so I'm just speaking to myself. Anyways, okay, look at also this thing. Too cold, too short. Again, I can also use too with adjectives. When I say it is too cold today, I am freezing. More than the usual, yeah. Or it is too hot today. We need to put on the AC. This essay is too short. You need to add more ideas or more sentences. It is not warm enough in here or inside the room. It is a little bit cold. She is not tall enough to reach or to play basketball. She's not tall enough to play basketball, for example. So I can also use to and enough with adjectives or with nouns. So I have to be very careful. A noun is a noun, and an adjective is a word that describes a noun. Let us go back to the theme and let us answer the questions. What page was it? I forgot. Yes, this one. Very quickly. H. Giving opinions on amounts. Complete each comment below about television with too much or too many or not enough. Okay, give your opinions about television. We're not going to do this. We are just going to do number 2 to complete with these 3 choices: too much, too many, or not enough. There is news on television. It is on 24 hours a day on about 30 channels. What can I write here?
Too much.
Too many.
Too much.
Too much.
News. Let us say something. News, is it countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Uncountable.
طيب, Aqila, you are saying it is countable. What is the singular form of news?
Uncountable.
Okay, because news here is a noun. اسم معناها الأخبار. Okay, you want to say خبر. Are you going to say new? No, new here, it's something else. It's just an adjective, opposite to old. So the singular form of news, you will have a piece of news, news story, and the plural will be 3 pieces of news, 3 news stories. See? So that's why you are going to say too much. Very good. Okay. Number 2, there are films. I really love films, especially comedies?
Not enough.
Too many?
Not enough.
Not enough.
There are not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Look at the second sentence. The second sentence explains what you need to add here. Okay? There are hours in the day to watch TV.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough, or they're
Too much.
actually not enough. And the second one, I have too much work. Because we need to read the rest of the sentence. This is my mistake. I need to read the rest of the sentence to be able, or the rest of the part, to be able to understand what's going on. So don't do like me. You have to read everything. There are not enough hours in the days to watch television. Why? I have too much work to do. There are channels. I can get 200 on my system and they are all rubbish.
Too many?
Too many.
Too many. This is what is going on now. Too many things to watch. But the real good ones are very few. Okay, there is this one. There are adverts. There are at least 5 ad breaks every hour.
Too many.
Too many.
Too many.
And we are going to suffer during Ramadan if we want to watch anything. Too many adverts, because this is how they pay for the Ramadan series, programs, special episodes, when you're watching something, even especially on not Netflix, because Netflix or Shahid or OSN or these platforms, you are already paying monthly rent. But what about the satellite? Everything is open for us. Okay, so you will just buy the satellite once and for all. You will have this dish, big dish, and you will have all the channels. But how they are going to get money or gain money or support their business, pay for everything through adverts. There is.
I hate the advertisement.
Yeah, yes, that's why people now
I never watch something with advertisement. I hate it.
Yeah, and that's why people are now resorting to Netflix and Shahid and all of these platforms. You pay monthly rent and that's it. And it is not that expensive. You can afford it actually. Okay. Number 9 or number, is it? Yeah, the one before the last. There is sport on television. I hate football and tennis and golf and...
Too much.
Too much?
Too much. Okay. And the last one, there are programs about the arts. I love music, painting, theater.
Not enough.
Enough. Okay. Let us check our answers. All are correct. If you want to have again a picture of them. Okay. Okay, let us go back. So we did this and we did this as well. We'll go back to page 81.
Doctor?
Okay. Yes, dear.
Do we have any our next quiz on campus?
Up till now, no. No.
Okay.
For my course, no. I'm not sure about the TMA as well, no. But what they said, only the final exam.
Okay, doctor, thanks.
Thank you, dear. Okay, let us look at this part. Statement for or against. For or against. You have a statement, which again we said it is not a fact. It is not a fact. Look at the first one here. Let me just maximize it. Math is the most important subject at school. Someone will agree with this. 4 will be, yes, I agree. You need math in every job. Another one will say, no, I don't think that math is the most important subject at school. So I'm against this idea. I believe that English is an international language, so it is more important. So this is just a statement. It is not a fact. And we can argue about it. We can have a debate. We can have some people who are for it or against it. And this will introduce us to the for and against type of writing that we will be looking at in the coming weeks. When there is an argument, there is a statement, and we ask you to give us your opinion, for or against. Look at the second statement. Television is a bad influence on children. Some of us will agree. Children copy bad behavior. They are violent now because they watch violent programs on television, for example. Or others will say, no, some television is educational. Not all television is bad. Some television is educational. They can learn languages, they can learn skills, they can imagine, it will help them to communicate better, whatever. Another statement, boys and girls should go to mixed schools, like the university, to have mixed classes. What do you think? Again, some people will be for this idea, others will be against the idea. Boys behave better with girls in the class. They behave well. They behave better. What about if a person is against the idea? What do you think the answer will be? If you are against the idea, what will be your argument? Persuade me.
It's a bad idea for boys and girls to be in the same class.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? What is your reason? You have to persuade me. You can't just say, no, I don't agree, and you leave and like this and you escape. But you have to tell us why you disagree or why you agree. You have to support your own ideas. Okay? This is very important. I'm just going to introduce this idea until we come to explaining the for and against essay, because you will have this in your TMA, I think, and in your final exam. You will have topics that will need you to write descriptive essays like the ones that I gave you at the very beginning, and also topics that will, if you choose, you will have to write what we call a for and against essay. So think about these statements. It is better to be an extrovert than an introvert. An extrovert is an outgoing person, a sociable person. On the other hand, the introvert is an unsociable person, a shy, a person who likes to be alone, and so on. So again, who's better? Sociology is more useful than psychology.
Doctor, I think it is better to be a mixture of introvert and extrovert.
Okay, very good. Very good. I like this, Saleh. Yes, dear.
Extroverts often have more outdoor activities.
Okay, very good. Very good. See how you brainstorm your ideas. So if, for example, if you have this title or this statement in your TMA and we ask you to write a 3 or a 4 or even a 5 paragraph essay about this, do you agree or you disagree? So you will say, Ala said a mixture of both. So you can start your essay by saying that some people, for example, say yes, agree, for, and others, on the other hand, are against, disagree. And then in the end, you will come up with your own suggestion, your own recommendation, like what Ala did. I believe that we have to have a mixture of both, a balance. Okay? We'll come later to this. Some people can't find a job because they are lazy. I totally agree with this. I totally agree with this. Okay? Even if there are no many jobs, or we are suffering from worldwide unemployment, but you can find something for yourself. You have to start, but just waiting for the government to hire you, waiting for your parents to get you the job, waiting for your friends, for your relatives, it won't do. You have to have the guts, the willingness. You have to be active, to work on yourself, to try. Okay, so these are statements that we can think about later. Why I am introducing this? Because I want to introduce these give your opinion phrases. When you say I think, this means my own opinion. Here I'm not giving a fact. I'm giving my own opinion. I think, or I don't think smoking is a bad habit. I don't feel television can be very useful. I don't believe, or I believe having a lot of money is a good idea. I definitely believe that having a lot of money is a good idea, and I'm sure that you all agree with me. Okay, and so on. So I just want you to know these. I don't think, or I think, I feel, I don't feel, I believe, I don't believe, to express your own opinions. So you add them to your sentences at the beginning of the sentence, and then you speak about your opinion. Which page is this? 81. Okay. Let us see what we have to do. Page 81. Okay. Number F. Yes, this one. Tick the correct questions below. Making questions. And this here is what? Is a grammar question. Let us look at the first one. Where is this advert from? What do you think?
It's a correct question.
Correct? I will tick. Okay, I will put a tick. And I will leave it till the end. Where this advert is from?
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Okay, so I won't tick it. Where do you think, where you think this advert is from?
Incorrect.
Okay.
Incorrect.
Where do you think this advert is from?
This is correct.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Okay. Where do you think is this advert from?
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Because the same, huh? C, D, and E are the same. So if you have these three in a question and asks you which one is correct, so you have to know, and we will see now. Where do you think it comes from?
It's correct.
Where do you think does it come from?
Incorrect.
So only three correct? Let us check. Oh, great, great. Why? Why A is correct and B is incorrect? Because I will answer this for you. Remember when we spoke about the yes/no questions and the WH questions, closed and open questions, okay? And we said that it is very important to figure out if my main verb is a main verb, or it can be also a helping verb. Is already an auxiliary and a helping verb. So here I will just put it after the question word. Fine. Fine. But the second is wrong because what comes after the question word is the verb. Because the question word here is the subject. Okay? Look at number C. Where do you think this advert is from? Why this is wrong? Because where, we said it's the subject. You is another subject. So where is the verb then? And think is my main verb. So think is not a helping verb. So in this case, I need a helping verb to insert between where and you. I can't say where think you. No, so I need to get do to help think.
Where do you think?
Where do you think? Why number E is wrong? Again, where do you think this advert is from? Khalas. Where do you think is my question part? Where here I started with the verb and then the subject you and then the other main verb. Then I will have this advert is. It's not is this advert. Okay? I will continue the sentence.
ترتيبة الجملة غلط يعني.
Yes. Where do you think it comes from? Again, here I need do, and also look at the order it comes from, not like number G. Why? What happens when we put do you think in front of a question? Do you think makes my question different. Change what comes after it to what? A complete sentence, SVO structure, not a question form, SVO. So look what comes after do you think. It comes from subject verb. Where do you think this advert is from? Subject verb. So what comes after do you think is a sentence, a normal sentence, SVO structure, even if I'm going to end it with a question mark. You got the point? Why these are the only correct ones? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, doctor.
Yes,
Clear.
it's clear.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Please,
Yes.
this is very important. And again, I can get you 4 questions and I ask you to pick the most correct one. So you have to be sure which one is really correct. If we go to the language reference or the grammar reference again here, just want to make sure that I don't miss any of the grammar points. Yeah, these introductory phrases. Look at the introductory phrases here. What comes also after the introductory phrases? Like, do you think? I don't think. I think. We feel. Look at what comes after it. A full sentence, a statement, جملة خبرية, a declarative sentence, a full sentence with an SVO structure. An advertising agency, this is my S, my subject. Designed is my verb. It is my object. Or we feel that their subject, surface subject, are my verb. Too many advertisements on television, all of this is my complement of the sentence, SVC here, and so on. So if I open brackets and I ask you to choose what comes after I think, we feel, you have to be very careful with the structure of the sentences. Look here at this wrong example. We do not say, I think the news isn't very interesting at the moment. Okay, you say, I think that the news is not very interesting at the moment. This is more of written English. With questions, do you think it is? Not is it good? No, it is good. Why do you think the ending is bad? See where is the verb and where is the subject. Although this is a question, and we know that when we write questions, the order changes. We start by the verb and then the subject. But because we added these statements or these phrases, sorry, of opinion, it is just, do you think we have the normal structure of the sentence? Do you think it works? Why do you think people buy it? And so on. Keep this in mind. Probably I won't give you a break today. I'm so sorry, but I have to finish. Otherwise, you are going to do it on your own. And I don't like this. Okay, what else we need to cover here? Yes, the first conditional. This is really very important. The first conditional, or لو الشرطية. First conditional. If. We can use the first conditional to talk about possibilities for the future. Possibilities for the future. Okay? And the structure of the if conditional sentence is very important. Although we are talking about the future, we have two parts of the if conditional. So I'm here with the first if conditional only. There are three of them, or actually four, but we will only start with the first if conditional. It has two clauses, main clause plus a result clause. Okay, the main clause is the one that contains if. If is followed by present simple verb, and the result clause contains will plus verb in the infinitive form. Infinitive form, base form. A verb that is not changed, no change happened on it. So, for example, if you study hard, you will succeed. You, study is the present simple verb. Will and succeed is the verb in the infinitive form. If it rains tonight, I will not go to the party. Okay, guys? Clear? Possibility.
Yes.
All is about possibility. Maybe I will study hard, but something bad luck will happen and I won't succeed. La qaddar Allah. Possibility in the future, we never know what's going on. Okay, I want you to be very careful with this. The structure of the what comes after if, and in the result clause, or in natija, or what happens if. This is really very important. If children watch violent programs, they will or might copy the behavior. If a child sees violence, he can, may, or become violent. So we can also add here, instead of will, we can have may, we can have can. All of these indicate that this is possibility. Possibility. Let us answer the questions. This is page 82H. Okay. Read skills check 2. We already did this. Match the two clauses to make logical sentences. And this is a very important question. I can get you a question like this and I open brackets. I get you the first part and I open brackets and I ask you to choose from 3 options or 4 options. I want you to be open to all types of questions, guys. This is really very important, and that's why we are practicing. I can just explain the lesson and give you examples and tell you practice at home. But I insist on practicing with you at least one exercise for each point I explain so that you have an idea of what's going on. Now it is your own part. Yalla, let's go. If children see adverts for cigarettes,
they will start smoking.
So I will do it like this. If you don't get good qualifications,
you won't get a good job.
You won't get a job.
It won't be.
This one. Okay. If students watch a lot of television,
they won't study properly.
They won't study properly.
If an advert is funny,
People
will
remember it.
Okay. I am hearing the same voices of the same students. Come on, guys. I need to hear someone different. If you don't go to all the lectures,
you won't be able to do the assignments.
And the last one, if an advert isn't interesting, it won't be successful.
It won't be successful.
Let us check. We did it. We did it. I can play with these. I can, right here, they start smoking. So you know that this is wrong because the second or the result clause should contain will, may, or can. Or I can just write they will start smoking or they will started smoking. You know that what comes after will, can, may should be a verb in the infinitive form. See how things are moving? I want you to be smart. I want you to be smart when you're studying, to absorb the lesson and to be able to answer any type of question on this lesson. I will put for you exercises for, I will find for the if conditional, the first one, and I will try also for the other parts of what we covered today. Okay, what else we have here? So we did the grammar, pronouns and possessives, 87 and 95. Oof. Okay, this is the one. This is the one here. Understanding pronouns and possessive adjectives. I think I explained this before, or I'm not sure, maybe in another class in another university. Just I am so much confused. Anyways, what is a pronoun in English? Give me an example of a pronoun. We have nouns and we have pronouns that help us refer to nouns. So when I have a noun like the teacher, which is Mrs. Shahenda, when I want to refer to her again, I don't have to say the teacher, Mrs. Shahenda. What will I say? Call her.
She.
She. And if the teacher is a man, it will be he.
He.
Plural.
So
they.
she, he, it, they.
Yes.
They are.
Yes. These
those.
are the pronouns. He, she, it, you. And the plural, you. I.
We.
We. Okay, الضمائر. In Arabic, they are called الضمائر. Pronouns. We have possessive adjectives. These are words that show possession, mine, milkiya, things that belong to me.
There.
Okay, when I say, this is my car, she is my student, this they are their parents, their parents. Okay, let us do the exercise. Basic English, you probably learned this at school. Let us do this. Understanding pronouns and possessive adjectives. Read this text and underline the correct noun phrase, reference for each numbered item. Publishers made money from the first magazines by selling a lot of them. Them can stand for what?
The first magazines.
Which one? The first magazines, number what, dear? This one, the first one? How we are going to do it?
You should press on the first magazine, doctor.
Okay, they are giving us choice, sorry. Because I taught this is my first time to teach it online. I taught this when I had the books. So the structure of the questions are a little bit different. Yani. Well, even when I'm preparing, I don't open these. Anyways, yalla. Number 2. Towards the end of the 19th century, they started to make their money from advertising.
The publisher.
Publishers only, okay? If a publisher sold a lot of copies of a magazine, he could charge a lot of advertisements.
A publisher.
Publishers. So he refers to a publisher. Instead of saying a publisher, because this is not right to repeat the same word in the same sentence. Just imagine that instead of he, I put a publisher. Instead of them, I put the first magazines again. This is not good English. Even in Arabic, we don't do this. Number 4. Number 4.
A magazine.
A magazine.
Very good. Then he could lower the price so more readers bought it.
The magazine.
The magazine.
Okay. Publishers showed advertisers the sales figures, but they often did not believe them.
Advertisers.
Okay, and 7, them are
sales
figures.
Okay, number 8. So the publisher set up an organization to check them, called the Audit
Sales
Bureau
figure.
of Circulation. To
The
check
sales
what?
The sales figure.
Okay. Nowadays, there are ABC figures for all magazines, and the publishers use them
ABC
figures.
ABC figures.
to set their prices for advertisements.
Publishers.
Publisher.
Let us check. Great. You got them. Very good. Okay? You can have questions like these in the reading. So we underline one of these pronouns or possessive adjectives and we ask you what does it refer to, and we open brackets for choices, 3 or 4 choices. Okay? So you need to be aware, because when I asked you what is a pronoun, you were just struggling with the idea. You were not sure about it. Be careful. Be careful. The last grammar point that we are going to look at before we go to the reading questions that I will have to finish today, inshallah, is the quantifiers, page 95. Yes, here, page 95. Let me check which one we need to look at. Yes, number F. Number F. Look at number F here, please. Just want to maximize this a little bit. Understanding sentences with quantity and relationship. Quantity, here we are talking about quantity, الكمية. Study each pair of sentences below. What are the differences in form? What are the differences in meaning? When I say over 60% of participants watch television in their bedrooms, nearly 60% of participants watch television in their bedrooms. What is the difference? Over 60 and nearly 60, huh?
Nearly.
More than 60%.
Nearly means what?
More than 60%.
Most of them.
When you say
Nearly
nearly
means less than
60,
and
huh?
it's
Say
less
it
than.
again, dear.
Nearly means less than.
Less than 60, maybe
Yes.
59%, right?
Yes.
But when you say over 60, means you are approaching 65, 62, 63, 67.
More
It
than
depends.
60%.
Yeah, over the 60%. Look at number 2. Students, all students watch television more than 30 hours a week. All students watch television more than 30 hours a week. What about all of the students watch television more than 30 hours a week? What's the difference?
All students means all the students in class.
All the students in the world, in the country. Okay? So you are generalizing here. All students. But when you say all of the students, here you are specifying all of the students in this survey, all of the students who were asked, who were participants of the survey, or who are just in this class. But when I talk about all students, here I'm generalizing. But when I say all of the students, only the students who, for example, took the survey, who were part of the survey, the questionnaire, whom I interviewed, whom I asked. Many of the participants used the television for entertainment. Because we didn't read the questionnaire, we are going to read it in the writing part. Many of the participants used the television for entertainment. Many of the participants mainly use the television for entertainment. So here we have mainly.
As adverb.
So when I say many of the participants use the television for entertainment, so this means that many of them, television is their source of entertainment. But when I say many of the participants mainly use the television for entertainment, so this means that there is radio, there is also newspapers, there is Netflix, there is going whatever, but television is the main use for entertainment. This is what it means, the relationship. Let us do the question, please. Complete each sentence below with a word from the box. Of the participants mainly use television for education.
One.
One of the.
One
of the participants?
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay, I'll put it.
Yes.
Many of men mainly watch sport on television.
Many of the men.
Many of the men.
Yes.
Okay. Of the children mainly play
Few.
games on the internet.
Few.
Few. Number 4. The
majority.
Nearly half
of
of
Of.
the women this is of with a v sound. Of هتبقى double f, but this is of. Number 6, 75% of the students mainly watch television.
Over
75%.
Number 7, exactly. And just over 80% of the participants. Let us check. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I'll take a picture of it. Okay, again. Okay, guys. No need for a break. خلاص, we have only 15 minutes to go. We already did the page 81, giving opinion, introductory phrases and statements. We already did this. Now let us go back to pages 91. Okay. Yes, here, the writing part. Again, vocabulary for the writing part. A research report flow chart. As I told you, we are not much concerned here about the writing, how to write a survey. Survey هي استبانة أو الاستبيان, the questionnaire. When you have questions to evaluate, for example, definitely you do this a lot in the university. You evaluate the course, you evaluate your tutor, and so on. You evaluate a service when you are even ordering something from Talabat or anything. We always answer these types of question surveys. So we are not going to ask you to write a survey or even to write a report to analyze a survey. This is not part of the syllabus. But again, we are interested in the vocabulary, we are interested in the grammar, and I covered with you all the grammar points in this theme, all the grammar points. Let us go for the vocabulary. The only thing that I didn't do with you up till now is the reading, the second reading only. Okay, match the beginnings and endings of the sentences below. What does each word in italics mean? Students on university courses often have to
conduct primary research.
I need here a verb. After have to, I need a verb. Be smart, huh? Even if you are not sure of the answer. One common type of research investigates.
To.
Which one? This kind of research effectively investigates what?
People's habits or their
People
opinions.
habits on their opinions.
Okay, this kind of research is called?
A survey.
A survey.
A list of questions called a questionnaire is?
The best way to conduct a survey.
Follow the flow chart in figure 1 to conduct this kind of
research
effectively. Okay, look at the words. Effectively. This is an adverb, which means in an effective way, which means that this survey or this questionnaire will provide you with good results, effective results that will help you do your research. Let us do this. Complete the flow chart, figure 1, with a word from the vocabulary box, this one. In each case, make any necessary changes. We're not going to put things as they are, but we need to do some kind of change. Okay, let us start. Select a research topic, your title. What are you going to add here?
Design.
Okay. Choose the carefully.
Participants.
Participants. The people you are going to ask. Conduct the
Survey.
Survey.
So now we know that conduct or survey comes with the word conduct. The word questionnaire is preceded by the verb design. See? Record
The raw data.
the raw data. So you record data. Raw means basic. المجرد, the thing that came out. The raw data to percentages.
Convert.
Convert. Very good. Change. See the words? Collocations. Display the results as figures, graphs, or
Pie charts.
pie charts. And see how I am changing or doing the necessary changes. Graphs or pie charts. Analyze the responses, write the report, add an
Appendix.
appendix is the thing that you put your questionnaire, your data, your figures. Okay, let us check our answers. Oh, convert. Okay, let me check again. Right? So these are important words and what the words that follow them, what collocates with them. Okay, what else we need to do here? Number B. Okay. Not interesting, this one. It is good. Yes, I want to do this with you, and this will be the last thing, I think, that we will be covering today. Yes. Yes. Okay, look, this is a questionnaire. Look at the picture in front of you. This is a questionnaire, okay? And if we read the questionnaire, what is the title of the questionnaire? What is the title of the questionnaire? Glitched again. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, what is the title of the questionnaire? What does it study?
A research report on TV usage.
Yes, 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 yes. It is a research report on TV usage.
Yes.
These were the questions. On average, how many hours a week do you spend watching television? So how many answered less than 10 hours? 5. These are the numbers of the participants. Okay, let us first of all write the questions here. Okay, where are the questions? From where are we going to get the questions? We are going to figure out the answers. So how many hours a week do you spend watching television? Mainly use television for. What will be the answer here?
What do you
You are mainly use television for.
What is this question, Ale? What is this
We
question?
have to. How we get the question? We have to structure it from scratch, or we have to choose. I think we can use. You are mainly use television for. Do you mainly use television for?
Yes, 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 yes. You're right, but the structure of the question, Ale. This is my problem here. What do you mainly use television for? What do you mainly? Let me open here a tab. What do you mainly, okay, use television for? Number 3, mainly watch television.
Where do you
When?
Where do you mainly watch television?
Where? In my bedroom, in my living room. Look at the answers. So, as Hafsa said, where do you mainly watch television? Okay. Number 4, while you are watching television, what do you do while you are watching television? So, what do you do? Okay, let us go to number 4.
5.
Number 5, sorry. Mainly watch television with.
Who do you mainly watch television with?
Very good, dear. Who do you mainly watch television with? And okay, number 6. To your usage of this medium in the last year. In the last year. And look at the answers. They are all in the present perfect. So this means that my question has to be in the present perfect.
What has happened?
Compare.
So what has happened? Okay, what has happened to your usage of this medium in the last year? Tell me how many participants are there in this questionnaire?
20.
20. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. What are you going to do? And you're going to do this as a homework. You're going to do number C, number B, C, and D. Okay, C, B, and D. And I will do it with you at the beginning of the coming class, inshallah. I'm not sure about our timing. I'm not sure about the timing of the class. They sent even now an email a while ago, an update.
We received an email yesterday, but it's not clear.
Yeah. One of the gentlemen put it forward as it is going since we start 15, which is 3 o'clock. On the opposite side, 3 o'clock means 1 o'clock, right? This is what you understood.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let me verify.
Yes,
And I will, inshallah, send you on Teams in the group chat. I will tell you when are we going to start our class, inshallah. Ramadan Mubarak عليكم جميعا. كل سنة وانتم طيبين. Ramadan Mubarak for everyone. We'll try to do our best to make it an easy month and to cover as much as we can, because after Ramadan things will be going very quickly. We have 1 week almost off, so this means that we are missing a class and so on. Okay. Before we say thank you,
after the holy month of Ramadan, directly we'll have the final exam.
Not directly, just give me a second.
After 10 days late, maybe.
Really? Okay.
It starts on the 14 or 15.
Just give me a few minutes, please. I know you have a class and you want to leave. I want to take your attendance live today. And I want to make sure of something. Those who are attending late, it shows in the report. I have few students who every time come to class after 3:30. I have even students who only attend at 4 or 4:30. Starting from today, If you come late after 3:15, you will be considered absent. Why? Because I will take the attendance live at the beginning of the class. Okay? And those who are recurrently late, each 2 lates for me will be missing 1 class. So twice, if you are late, you will be absent for a class. But those students who already are registered as late, and I know their names and I have them in front of me, but I'm not going to mention them. If you are going to be late again, starting next time, I'm so sorry, but I will consider you absent, even if you are going to be late only for 30 minutes or 15 minutes. And they know themselves. Okay, this is totally unaccepted. This is totally unaccepted. I start the class with only 4 students, and when it is time to take the attendance, I find, mashallah, all the students are there at the end. And when I call the names, they are not responding, they are not participating. I have 37 registered in the class. Where are the rest?
Doctor?
Where are the rest?
Doctor.
Okay, let me take your attendance, please.
Something?
What do you want to say? Yes, Ali.
Yes, in our classes in other section, doctor, if he is not finding someone to participate, he is calling name to ask them the question.
I can do this. I can do this. You want me to do this? I can do this. But this takes a lot of time, yeah, and a lot of effort. If you're not willing to take the marks, I won't force you to take. You are adults, Saleh. You are university students. You're not school anymore.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You know what is good for you. You know that if you don't participate, you're going to lose 3 marks. And probably these 3 marks can change your GPA, can change your grade level, can move you from F to D, right?
And B plus to A minus.
And even when you are, it can also change not only your grade level, but also there is percentage for attendance. This will prevent you from sitting for your final exam and TMA, as simple as that. If you have more than 3 absences, you will be prevented from sitting for your final exams and your TMA. Especially you are not providing me with any excuses. You just don't attend. And this is unacceptable. Muhammad Abdul Qadir, are you here? Please say yes. Open the microphone and say yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Fatma Abdullah. Fatma Abdullah. So she's absent. Sayyid Muhammad Saeed. Sayyid Muhammad Saeed, absent as well. Noor Akram.
Present.
Thank you, dear. Sayyid Mahmoud.
Yes.
Thank you. Maryam Ali Abdullah.
Yes.
Thank you. Muhammad Jamil.
Yes.
Nazik. Nazik. Absent. Hassan Ali Abdullah.
Yes.
Thank you. Muhammad Raja.
Yes.
Abdullah Usama. Abdullah Usama. Absent. Inzamam.
Present.
Muaz.
Yes, doctor.
Hussein Ali. Hussein Ali. Absent. Sayyid Ala.
Yes, doctor.
Ghalia. Absent. Ghalia. أحمد سعيد. أحمد سعيد. absent. محمد بلال.
Yes.
عبد الله محمد عبد الرزاق.
هو موجود دكتورة.
حسن علي عطية. حسن علي عطية. absent. فاطمة ناظم جمعة. absent. علي إبراهيم عباس.
Yes.
عايشة or عائشة إبراهيم خميس. عائشة إبراهيم absent. إبراهيم عيسى. absent. راشد. راشد absent. فاطمة عبد اللطيف.
Yes.
Thank you. عايشة محمد عبد الله.
Yes.
أمين أحمد محمد.
Yes.
زياد صالح.
Yes, صالح here.
زياد صالح.
Here.
Thank you. حمزة أحمد. حمزة.
موجود.
رقية.
Yes.
فاطمة علي.
Yes.
حفصة.
Yes.
حفصة is here. هبة is here. أحمد
Yes,
يوسف.
doctor.
Yes, dear.
Yes.
أحمد يوسف. إيمان
Yes.
أحمد. إيمان. Absent. عقيلة is here as well. Okay.
Yes, I'm here, doctor.
Yeah. So see how many absent students I have today. Fine. Okay. Sorry for keeping you. I'm so sorry for keeping you. I know that some of you have classes and they already went. Thank you so much. Again, كل سنة وانتم طيبين. Ramadan Mubarak. If you have any questions, I am still online. If you just want to leave, you can leave for your other classes. And definitely I will be following up and telling you exactly, inshallah, when are we going to meet. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Ramadan Mubarak.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Ramadan for you also.
Thank you so
Have a good
much.
day,
Thank
doctor.
you.
You two essays I wrote last semester. One about personal statement and one about extrovert. If you can correct for me.
Okay. Definitely, I will love to see your essays, Sayyid Ala, but I want you to re-edit, rewrite them according to the skills and the techniques I gave you this semester. Don't give me something that you already wrote. Okay, I want you to adapt them, change them to fit this semester's course. How I asked you to write, especially descriptive essays. If you're going to write about an extrovert or an introvert, is it a descriptive essay or is it a for and against essay?
Inshallah, I will.
Okay, I want descriptive essays. Descriptive essays, okay?
Inshallah, I will.
Okay. Thank you so much. And send it on Teams in a private chat as a Word file so that I can correct it for you. Come on, guys. It's high time you start writing something and give it to me to correct it for you.
All right, doctor. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Do you have any questions? Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Bye-bye.